seeing ongoing cyber attacks across the country.
Something is happening, and I don't trust them.
Everything I know, I have told you.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Screenstars. I'm here today to bring you my review for the 2023 apocalyptic thriller Leave the World Behind. The film is directed by Sam Esmail and it stars Julia Roberts, Mahershala Ali, Ethan Hawke, Mayala, and we also have Kevin Bacon in the film. Right, how do you explain this one then? Right, okay, the film focuses on Julia Roberts and Ethan Hawke, who play a married couple who decide to take a vacation. So Julia Roberts hires like this posh house for them to, take a vacation in over the weekend. They head out there, they're having a nice family break, and some strange things start happening. An oil tanker crash lands onto the beach while they're enjoying the beach, and there is a knock at the door that night, and a father and his daughter turn up at the door, and essentially he announces himself by saying, "Hello, this is my house, please can we stay for the night? There's been a blackout in the city, there's weird things going on, there's no reception on the phones, TV, anything." They reluctantly agree. And the things just continue to escalate from there. It's clear that something's going on. Nobody seems to really understand what it is. Is it a terrorist attack? Is it something different? And as events unfold, there is a level of distrust that continues amongst these people sharing this home. Right, what are my thoughts on Leave the World Behind? Well, I thought the trailer for this that I saw, I don't know, a number of weeks ago now, was a fairly effective trailer. It kind of didn't give too much away, but left you with a definite sense of, this looks interesting. And that actually is a fair description of the film as well, because this film is, I think some people are going to watch this and feel deeply unsatisfied. My wife was certainly one of those. We watched this, I think, the night it came out on Netflix, which I think was last Friday night. And while it gripped you throughout, and you wanted to keep watching, and there was a definite sense of what the hell is going on here that certainly had me very interested. And my wife was certainly interested while watching it. And then the ending. And I think the ending is the reason why, if you look at the Rotten Tomatoes score, the critics have got this considerably higher than the audience. I think audiences, for the most part, like a nicely wrapped up ending with a little bow on it. Me, not so much always. I actually didn't mind the ending here in this film. I thought it was one of those movies that, ambiguous ending. You can kind of make your own mind up about what is happening, what's going on, and where it's likely heading. I think the film gives you enough information to kind of make that decision yourself in regards to what's going to happen to these characters. But I definitely understand why this film, I think, is going to divide audiences. It is a little bit tonally odd. It is a thriller that leans very heavily into a character drama. And why not? You've got Julia Roberts here, one of America's finest actresses, you know what I mean? And she's excellent in this role as Amanda Sanford, a character that is in some ways quite irritating, quite a frustrating character. But Julia Roberts manages to balance her performance just perfectly for you never to kind of fall out with the character, because you kind of sympathise with her. And then you do kind of feel like you make a connection with the character. I think it's a really, really smart performance by Julia Roberts. And And then you've got, obviously, and I never really know how to pronounce his name, and I hope I do pronounce it right, Mahershala Ali, who again is an Oscar-winning actor, very, very talented. And he and Julia Roberts here are both superb. You know, he's the guy who turns up with his daughter, and for a big chunk of the film, there's a level of distrust between these two families. And I just think he gives a really, really fine and measured performance. Ethan Hawke is excellent as well. Everybody's excellent here. I would have liked to see more screen time from Kevin Bacon, but, you know, we only kind of see glimpses of him in this film. But it is an interesting concept and a thought-provoking film. It's not your typical apocalyptic film. It is a much more grounded approach to, you know, what potentially an attack on a country like America, what would it look like, rather than someone doing a full-scale invasion? You know, in this day and age, what would an attack look like on, you know, a country like the US or the UK or China or Russia or any of these superpowers in the world? What would an attack look like these days? You know, because it'd be foolish to just, you know, land on the beaches and try and invade. That's just not what would happen anymore. And I'm not saying that that's what's happening in this film, in a sense of that there is an attack taking place, because you're never really sure. It doesn't give you the answers. It gives you tidbits and hints, but it never clarifies anything. It kind of allows you to kind of make your own mind up. But that's what I took away from the film. Is this what it would look like? But there's other things happening in the film as well. At one point, I thought, is this some sort of biblical thing? Because there's weird things going on with the wildlife. There's these weird noises going off. So genuinely, you could come away from this film with a whole range of theories as to what is going on here in this film. So it's definitely thought-provoking. It's one of those films that when you leave it, you do sit and mull over it for a little bit after. You might, if you're watching it with someone that's the same frame of mind as you might even have some interesting discussions and debates around the film. Is it a light watch? Definitely not. It's about 2.5 hours long. It does drag in parts. It's not an easy watch. I would describe it definitely not as an easy watch. But it's got some really fine performances. It's got some thought-provoking stuff going on in the film, and it's definitely not a waste of your time. So just go into this one, if you like, understanding that you're not going to get all the answers that you want here in this film. It's wanting you to kind of give yourself the answers by watching it and to have a think about it when it's finished. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, please click the like button. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, and I will be back with plenty more reviews and content on the channel very, very soon.